Hey y'all, so I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, perfect. My bruise is finally at a point that I can make a useful video for you guys about it. Okay, so obviously you guys have seen this ridiculous bruise. We are doing plant church and I had a stack of chairs that fell on me. It was stacked too high. It happens, no big deal. I just happened to be in the wrong place. And this one actually wasn't that bad. It was this one, which you can't see it anymore, but it busted through the skin and everything. But anyway, so whenever you have an injury or a fall or something that's going to bruise, right? So this is a bruise. Did I ice this bruise? No. I am a believer that if you're going to better a body part, okay, you're going to want to better the body part without having to put another body part at risk. So for me to sit here and apply enough pressure here was probably going to piss off this shoulder instead of actually doing enough to help this. Now the bruise that I had down here on my hand, that one I absolutely iced. Anything that is an impact that happens around a joint, any of that swelling, the edema, or even the bruising around a joint is going to actually hinder the joint and then possibly slow down its healing process. Sorry, y'all. Apparently I still have morning phlegm. Okay, but this bruise, like take a, can you see it? Okay, yeah, can you all see, like there's a literal knot underneath that bruise. So essentially what's happening is that impact was hard enough that it's starting to create some like scar tissue. So we're gonna work this out together, and then that way you can know, kind of dual purpose, like when you have a bruise that is starting to go green, but it's still kind of lingering, then that's your time to know, okay, now we can start working through this, start massaging it out, because it's just sitting there. And this is no longer sore to the touch, okay? I mean, I guess if I push really hard, I can feel it a little bit, but it's not bad at all. But anytime that you're wanting to manually start working on a bruise, you want to make sure that it is starting to go green. Green is when you know, okay, the bruise is getting ready to go. And then, different colors of bruises, it really depends on the person's skin tone. As far as like, does it go more purple? Does it go more black? Does it go more like bloody brownish? But pretty much every skin tone, it starts going green. So all I'm doing here is I'm rubbing through the bruise. I'm trying to break up and open up and just create a space for that blood that's sitting under the skin to start moving. And I always like to do this. It doesn't matter where the bruise is. Think about bringing it back towards the heart. So like if I were doing something on my leg, I'd be pulling it upwards, right? Like you could do circles a little bit, but you always want to finish pulling it upwards towards the heart. You would do the same thing for lymphatic. Now with this one, since I've got this little ball that's sitting under the skin, actually, heck yeah. Okay, so healthy tissue. Let's try it again. That happens to so many of my pins because I'm in Texas and the summer heat, like every now and then, no, that one's actually pretty straight. I have pens that like straight up go, okay. Okay, it's gonna make it. All right, here we go. So, healthy tissue, shoot, 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 shoot. Looks like that, okay? So when it contracts, it literally goes, right? For any muscle tissue, any fascial tissue that's sitting up and over. Fascia is just connective tissue. It is everywhere. If you were to take like a soft liquidy jello, that's essentially muscle tissue. Muscle is not super firm. And then you were to put it in a bag, and then you take like a plastic Ziploc baggie, and then you put a bag and a bag and a bag and a bag. Then that essentially is going to create a muscle. And every single one of those bags are fascia. Connective tissue, it's everywhere. Anyway, but this is healthy tissue. So when it contracts, it comes together. However, scar tissue looks like a little kid. Went like this. And so when it goes to contract, it doesn't contract well because it's got all these squigglies and all these little things. And then of course you get, in this case, I've got blood sitting in there. But it's got blood, edema, water, whatever that gets trapped in and amongst that scar tissue. And that is why when I have ladies that want to work on their abdomen, especially after pregnancy, to break up the scar tissue, they can literally drop sizes coming off the table. And it is because they've had so much water trapped in there. Now, is it a permanent fix? It normally takes at least 3 to 4 sessions to get it to where it'll stay, right? Because your body has memory. And so it'll take a little bit to get it to stay. But you do see change every single time, and it's amazing. Okay, so anyway, scar tissue. So we're here and we're gonna work through. So I'm gonna find that little ball, okay? And then, so I'm gonna treat this as if it were scar tissue. So I'm gonna move it in all different directions. Okay, so where it's stuck is actually this way. So I'm gonna pin that little ball and push it down. And normally I'd be telling the client to breathe, but this isn't bad because of where it's at. It's not bad at all. And then again, I'll take it, pin it, hold. There we go. So I basically just kind of like moved it around to see where is it stuck. So you want to have enough pressure to where you can see how that moves, right? So if it's stuck in one direction, that's the direction that I'm wanting to go. So this would, if I were to be, none of this is really stuck, but you see how well that moves? But this one doesn't move as well, so that might be the direction that I want to go in. But on this, it's down for sure. Ooh, gotta relax it. It's hard because I want to show you guys. Here's my arm. Okay. So I pin it and I'm pressing down. And then of course, when I'm done, I'm gonna push kind of that blood flow up. I can already tell it's starting to go away. It's smaller already. I'm gonna show you when I'm done. Maybe y'all will be able to see it in the camera. Hopefully y'all are able to see the knot. I could kind of see it, but also I knew what I was looking for. Okay. She's gonna take more than one session. It's not, I mean, it'll take me a few minutes to do, but anyway. But I can't tell you how many times, like when I work on scar tissue on ladies' abdomens, so each time, like it gets better and better each time, right? Because some of it is water that they're losing. It's water weight that they're losing when I'm doing that work. And so do they gain water back? Sure, absolutely. I'm just pushing it out of the area. However, the big difference is that it doesn't get trapped. There's no place for it to get trapped anymore. And so that's where you start seeing like change in shape, and that change in shape like stick around. At this point, I'm being a little bit more aggressive with it because of where I can tell that it's at. This is not the most comfortable thing. So like, I mean, here it's really not bad at all, but on an abdomen, clients can definitely feel it. It's a bit more sensitive of an area. Closer to the belly button, it's even worse. Oh, C-section scars, ladies. If you have a C-section scar and it looks like this, like if you touch it, hide the curls, okay. If you touch it and you can feel a bump, that means it looks like this. That means that it does not contract well. It doesn't have the availability to just go, and so many times ladies will wonder, like, you know, why can I not get abs? Why can I not do these exercises? Why can I not feel these exercises, particularly in the lower parts of my abs? It might just be that it's not able to contract well because you've got scar tissue in there and you have to work on it. That's the only way. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited to show you guys. Okay. I can still feel a teeny tiny bit, but it's barely there. So I mean, the bruise is still there, but I'm like, here, I'm really trying to show you guys that bump. but it's barely there, like smaller than the size of a pea. See, and all because I just took a little time, show my bruise a little bit of love, and work that out. Now, temporarily, this bruise might look bigger because I'm gonna be, you know, working to push all this out. And sometimes it moves slower than what I want it to. I wanna make sure that I'm drinking lots and lots of water today. But now, check out see how my bruise looks in my next couple videos, and you'll know how we did. Anyway, hope you guys found it helpful. Love you. Mwah. Bye. Hey y'all, so don't mind my attire. I'm getting ready to do my workout, but wanted to do a follow-up on this. So, this feels awesome. It has now been 3 days. A lot of this bruising actually was bruising that I had the next day after I did the video with me in the blue. I bruise like a peach. So like the bruising was like a brownish, I guess, which on me, I'm used to that. Cause like even when I foam roll and stuff, I'll get those little bruises. So this follow-up bruising from the work that I did, I was like, okay, that makes perfect sense. But as you can see, there's a teeny tiny little thing in here. But I know before in that other video, like you could really see it, right? Because there was like a pinpoint part, which is probably this teeny tiny thing that I can still feel. Y'all see that? Like teeny tiny little pinpoint right there. It's super small. Super, super small. I mean, smaller than the head of an eraser. Smaller than, it's a whole lot smaller than the size of a pea. I want to say it's like that big is what's left. So yeah, it's doing really good. Whereas before it had that pinpoint portion, plus it had like this, it wasn't a perfect circle. It was kind of like this weird ovally shape that was also around it, which when I clip these videos together, I'll go ahead and mark it on there. But this sucker's pretty much gone. And I apologize, y'all, that I did not, my intention was to follow up the very next day. And then I was either running or there was bad lighting or as the weeks go. So yeah, this is doing great. I mean, there's a little bit left, hardly anything at all at this point. And, you know, I'll work through this just a little bit. And that little ball, I mean, really, I'm not worried about that. It's so small. Like if I wanted to be picky, I could go through it like that. This sucker might actually be small enough that maybe I can get it gone just in the few moments that I take here with y'all today. How you doing? Today a good day? It's been a week, y'all. It's been a week. Lots of good things, but still, it's been a week. I feel like people are going through the ringer and it's not that serious, y'all. It's not that serious. Okay. Can y'all see it? Yeah, I can feel where it was, but it's not pinpointed. Still gonna I'm gonna try to find it to show it to you guys. See, I can feel where it was, but it's not pinpointed. It was right there, but it doesn't have like that pointy hint to it. So this sucker will be gone. But yeah, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Whoop-ah. Hey y'all, so wanted to give you a quick update on the bruise. As you can see, there's like a little bit of shadowing on the tree. Okay, I'm like on the seat, so you can see this. So you can see like it has the tiniest bit of discoloration that's left, but there's no more knot in there. There's no more scar tissue. Try to show y'all all the angles. So it's been doing great. Anyway, just want to update you.